Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Nets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Yeah, and they've just looked sort of lost out there lately. They're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Brooklyn with the ball. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Pass to Jordan. Good D by Embiid. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. When you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Count that one.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
Good on the bucket.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Simmons. Stolen by Harden. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And then Durant with the jam.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And Jordan sends it back. Right side Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year or mid-season?
We've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season.
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you could make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. Count it.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Irving misses. And so Green will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 5-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way, and you could say the same for tonight's game.
Simmons can't get it to go. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That's good vision from Harris. He draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Pass to Jordan. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Harden, that's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The 76ers trailed by 7. Pass to Simmons. And oh boy, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size, that you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Jeff Green. Here's Claxton. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Here's KD. And a miss there off the inbound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Nets. They're up by 3. Live on the scoreboard. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
Curry is inside. The 17-footer. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keep...
Oh my goodness! That was special. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Pass to Embiid. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Just over a minute gone here in the sun. Is good from Joel Embiid.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Outside Durant.
boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Harden. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Here's Simmons. The rebound by Harden.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. Pushing it up. Here's Irving. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead. Pass to Harris. Now here's Embiid. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And Green gets it to go.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Goes down 2 points. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Simmons looking it over. But they get it back. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. 76ers lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got 18 points.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
And good that time.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
In transition, here come the Nets. Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Jacks up a 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
Green. Again, Philadelphia.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Right side Curry. Milton in the corner. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. For the lead, and the layup is good. Irving's got 13.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Simmons. They grab their own miss.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up. I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Pass to Harden. Clock at 6. Goes back up. And Embiid with the block. Outside, Simmons. Rebound, Brooklyn. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. Here's Harden. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Simmons. The shot misses. Good D by Jordan. Here's KD. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Nice handles.
Adjustments have to be made, Greg. This timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
It's Curry with the drive. Pass to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around to the inside. Here's Embiid. They need this. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineup.
It could go. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 10. Irving attacking. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Irving. Durant in the corner. No good from outside. Here's Embiid. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish.
You get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Simmons. And it's blocked by Jordan. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And here's Green outside. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Here's Embiid. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Harden gets the bucket. And now it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
I don't know too many guys who have numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Up top, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Knocked loose. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And here are the 76ers now. Down by 12. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms, he's active with his hands, and that's why he comes up with those steals.
Simmons can't get it to go. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brooklyn leading by 14. To the middle. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 39.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And here are the Nets. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Brooklyn.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Sixers.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And it's good for 2.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Pass to Green. Curry with it. Fires from deep. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.